I successfully navigated through public education and have become a college student. Even now, as a father myself, I still occasionally meet with Aunt Emma, whom I met during my exciting 20s. I am the only son of my family, cherished and supported in every way by my parents. My high school years were marked by the significant expenses of tuition fees. My father worked for a company well known for its high salaries and excellent employee benefits, which covered much of our family's medical expenses and gym fees. However, considering the substantial cost of my education, my mother decided to contribute by taking up a part-time job. She worked early in the morning, setting up displays in a store known for its value for money before it opened. After preparing breakfast for me at 6 a.m., she would head out to work by 7 a.m. and spend 2 hours arranging products before coming home. She enjoyed this early morning job, as it allowed her to make friends with other women in the neighborhood. Even after I entered college, my mother continued to work part-time for some extra pocket money. As I got older and social drinking became a part of my school life, she would often prepare food to help soothe my stomach in the early hours before heading out. It seems that parents always worry about their children, reminding them to be careful even when they are well into adulthood. It appears to be a parent's nature to keep caring for their adult children as long as they live together. My mother recently told me about a visit to a local brunch spot with some women she met through her part-time job. Among them was a woman named Emma, slightly younger than my mother, whom she found easy to talk to and quite gentle. She showed me a photo of them together. Emma, in her late 40s, looked remarkably young and was the most beautiful among them. By chance, I saw my mother and Aunt Emma on my way home one day. Aunt Emma complimented me on my looks and even gave me some pocket money to adapt this story for an American audience. Focusing on the universal themes of family support, the transition to adulthood, and the value of community connections can make it relatable. The specifics of part-time work, the emphasis on education, and intergenerational friendships are also easily understood and appreciated across cultures. I had seen a picture of Aunt Emma on my mom's phone, but seeing her in person, she looked even prettier and younger. During my school days, there was a girl I liked. Her name was Olivia, and she was unmistakably beautiful, bright, and cheerful at first glance. It turned out we were enrolled in the same elective course, and coincidentally or not, she kept sitting next to me. I mustered up the courage to get Olivia's contact information. Turns out, she lived close to my place. We started walking home together after class and ended up going on dates. Olivia worked part-time at a local deli in the evenings until closing time. The owner, looking for a male part-time worker, gave me the information. The owner wanted someone to clean and tidy up before closing. I enjoyed spending time with Olivia so much that I ended up working at the deli every day, despite my parents' objections. On our 100th day together, we decided to take a trip by train with our parents' blessing. We were so innocent back then. We stayed overnight near the train station and ran into Aunt Emma, who worked with my mom the next morning. Caught in a rather awkward situation, she asked, "Aren't you Ava's nephew? We've met before, right?" I confirmed. The man with Aunt Emma hurried us to leave. In a low voice, Aunt Emma told me, "Don't tell your mom we met." "I won't mention it either," and then hurried off to the parking lot with a worried look. I heard that even couples come to places like this to spice things up. but that couple definitely didn't seem married. I thought our trip was honorable since it was approved by our parents. However, thinking about Aunt Emma made my head spin, but it was our 100th anniversary trip, so I did my best for my girlfriend and soon forgot about Aunt Emma's incident. When we returned from the trip, summer vacation began. The deli was closed for a summer break. The owners, a married couple, told us they had booked a 3-room resort and invited us to join if we wanted. They said their children were grown and had kids of their own, so they didn't have family to bring along, and told us to get our parents' permission. My parents thought it was a good idea to go on a trip with the owners and gave their blessing, so we officially went to the beach with the deli owners. It was a wonderful resort with a view of the beach, and the owner joked that he would take one of the bedrooms, leaving us each to our own room. It seemed he was trying to supervise us with a parental gaze, knowing we were dating. Even if I were a parent, I doubt I'd let an unmarried couple share a room either. The owner ran 3 successful side dish stores and seemed financially comfortable, spending generously at our vacation spot. While sunbathing under a parasol on the beach, I ran into Aunt Emma again, this time with the same man I had seen her with before. Their interaction seemed unnatural, hinting at a secret. I approached Aunt Emma pretending it was a coincidence. She seemed terrified of running into me here and hurriedly left after promising to contact me later. My mother always praised Emma for being a diligent homemaker, but it seemed the reality was different. A few days after our vacation ended, Aunt Emma called me. Without me asking, she opened up about having a boyfriend, despite her husband's frequent business trips and her children being all grown up. It was confusing to see her in family photos with another man, not her husband. She begged me to keep her secret, suggesting we could have a secret of our own, which surprisingly, I agreed to. She invited me over when her family was out, and after visiting, I understood her loneliness. Years passed, and after naturally parting ways with my girlfriend, my meetings with Aunt Emma became less frequent once I married a colleague from work. During my wife's early pregnancy and parenting struggles, Aunt Emma was a source of strength. Despite my doubts about our arrangement, my worries vanish when I'm with her. Lately, my mother has been asking why I seem so tired, suggesting the fatigue comes from being a new dad. She even bought me supplements, saying they'd help keep me energized for my wife and child. I realize I need to consistently take care of Aunt Emma, who remains surprisingly healthy for her age.